I'm John Halstead, and I'm attempting to make £100,000 starting from zero savings and no job. My plan was to earn enough to live while reinvesting anything left over in starting a business. I began delivering food and flipping clothes, then progressed to pressure washing driveways. But I didn't earn enough in the early days and we went into debt.
I'm feeling kinda stressed.
And I realized I'd need to risk even more to make the business work. So we moved in with the in-laws, maxed out interest-free credit cards, and worked 100-hour weeks on the business.
I feel quite exposed.
Leading to us now running paid advertising, doing our first pressure washing job in a while, and investing in a new pressure washer machine. This has been the most physically, financially, and emotionally draining endeavor of my life. This series will show you what it takes to get £100,000 in the bank. Hi. It's day 252 of making as much money as possible, starting from zero, and you can see how we got here by going back and watching from day one. We are in the midst of starting a gaming YouTube channel with the plan to be we develop our own games and we sort of use the audience that we build over on the gaming channel to test our own games with, and then when we know we have a slapper, maybe slapper's not the right word, when we have a great game and we know it because the audience is telling us, then we can run paid ads to it and make tons of sales. The plan is to post 2 times per week at the moment because we're going to be spending 50% of our time on pressure washing jobs. Do we have any pressure washing jobs? We have one this week on Wednesday, but now we've got 9 new leads from the paid ads that we've been running, and I need to go call them all and see what pressure washing jobs we can get. Hi, you filled out a quote form on our website for pressure washing. 299 sale. Smooth. Too easy. Hi, yeah, you have completed a quote form for pressure washing on our website. Closed for $350. I told him $339 and he said, I'm gonna round it up to $350. I was like, okay, fine. On all of these pressure washing business ads, we've spent £432.19. That's been coming off the bank balance as it's being spent. Like I don't say it because it's kind of just taken off continuously as the ads are running, but believe me, it's being taken off the bank balance. We've got 3 sales from that. That means it's cost us £144 in ad spend per sale that we've got. We're looking at about a 2-to-1 return on ad spend, which is okay. That means basically that for every £1 we put into ads, we get back £2 out the other end in gross profit. It would be ideal though if it took less than 5 leads to get a sale, and it would also be ideal if they cost less than £11 per lead. And both of those things we can definitely improve, and we will. It is almost 10 p.m. It's just standard. If you want to get places, it's not even that, we just like it. I'm not gonna give you spin you some BS. Do you like it?
I like it, yeah.
I also like it. It's 10 p.m, another late finishing day. We started working at like 8 a.m. today, so 14-hour, like solid working day. But I just saw this on the YouTube analytics, a short that we posted today. Very good so far, all-time best, 1,600 views on the short, and it's still going. And we're on 270 subscribers, yeah! We're posting the second long-form gaming video that we've ever posted on the channel tomorrow. Hopefully it's going to perform a bit better than the first one because it's got a shade under 500 views, however, the watch time, like the retention curve is awful. I don't know what's typical for gaming, like with an absolute like best case scenario on this channel is a 70% average watch time. Most of the time the videos get like 40, 50, 60% average watch time. This one has 8%. Look at that curve. In the intro, people just fall off. So we definitely need to improve the intros, but that's fine. That's fine, we will. It's a new day and we were supposed to be doing the first pressure washing job of the week and of like the last 2 months, I think. We've got 3 pressure washing jobs this week, but the person who was supposed to be going to today unfortunately said they're in hospital, so they had to rearrange for next week. But in preparation for us getting back into the pressure washing and just cranking through the jobs from the paid ads, we've got Kendra her very own pair of ear defenders, so you know, it's like a health thing. I don't know why we didn't have that before. We were just kind of sharing one pair before. Insane. These were £11.19. We also thought it'd be a good idea to get a spare turbo nozzle, the thing that does like the zhuzh thing, because these have broken before, and if we don't have that, the job takes a lot longer to complete. And for the sake of £14.29p, we were like, yeah, let's just get a spare, just have it on hand. And to protect my fingies in the cold rain, I also got another pack of 50 pairs of disposable gloves, because that's what keeps the water off my hands, stops them getting all cracked and horrible. £5.37p. So seeing as we've got the first pressure washing job in a while tomorrow, I thought I may as well get the pressure washer out and make sure it actually still works, because the worst thing to do would be we show up, connect everything up, and then it doesn't work, so we'll see. Oh, also the pressure washing job that we have not tomorrow, but the day after, just cancelled. Inexplicably cancelled without a reason. There's no point asking them why they're cancelling, because they're not going to say if they didn't say there, but that just means one less job. Oh well, I think it's just random variation. It's going to happen sooner or later. It's just one of those. Let's get the gear out. Oh dear. I think it's safe to say that's working. It's a new day. We're going to the first pressure washing job in a long time, and it's a cold day. Hey Google, what's the temperature?
The temperature in Sheffield right now is 11 degrees.
Okay, it's not that cold, but it's not boiling.
You bring it over for just 5 bags. That's all right.
So now that we're pressure washing in Sheffield, we found a new place called Travis Perkins. Not sponsored, of course, but they sell kiln-dried sand for £4.50 a bag, which is pretty damn good. So
I was watching you.
Oh, whatever. So we've got 5 bags, £22.50. This turbo nozzle was playing up, so we ordered a new one off Amazon. It seemed a bit weird, like it sounded weird, it felt weird. We used it for ages, but this one just wasn't working, so we had no choice. And it's taken us an hour to do this pathway. And I was like, you know what, something's just not right here. Let's try this one. Eventually got it to work. It's like a bit on and off working. But it does it like literally 10 times faster. So the other one's obviously defective. So that just shows how important having the right equipment is. It's been 3 hours and we have done this bit, and this bit. But we still have to do this bit and all the way down here, all the way to here. So we still got quite a bit to do. It's probably going to take us another 3 hours, and there's like still 3/4 of the stuff to do. However, this was very much an uphill battle because there's no drainage over here, and all the water just keeps pooling down, so you have to just keep pushing it back up, and then it gets dirty, it gets the whole thing. This is all nice and slowed down though, so it should be much easier now. I just heard the pressure washer start to make a weird noise, and it got louder and louder for over like a minute, and then we noticed that there's like a bolt that's come loose there. I think I've actually burnt my finger on just picking it up, like it feels a bit ouchy. But yeah, we're not sure if we have the tools to fix this back on because like it's quite in there. Oh, there we go. There we go. Oh, we're back in business, although we could do with 2.
Well,
Don't want to overdo it. The customer got back and they just gave us these dates, but they're like special dates. He said they're the king of dates and they are nice. They also gave Kendra 3 bottles of water and me a cup of tea and us a banana each, and he's very nice.
you're a really nice person.
It's nice when people are nice. Well, the exhaust saga has got worse. Good job we've already got a refund on this pressure washer, as we did on the previous one of the same pressure washer, because of the same problem. The exhaust is dog shit. It has snapped off.
Snapped off.
So see how it's lopsided? And then see how there's like this piece on the floor? That's supposed to be welded to it.
I guess we can get John to...
Yeah, but what do we do now?
We take the exhaust off.
I guess so.
Or we just leave it on until it just falls.
No, it's like violently moving around.
Right.
We'll have to wait for that to cool.
Labs or something.
We can pour water over it to cool it down.
Yeah, it'll just be massive steam.
Yeah. So we cool it down, take it off, take the whole exhaust off, and then it's just, what, really loud?
Yeah.
What's the point? What's the point of the exhaust? Is it to like
I've no idea.
take out harmful gas chemicals? I think it's to take out harmful gas chemicals. We're almost done. We're gonna finish the job. That is hot. And we're done, 6:30, so that's taken us 10 hours. Lots of equipment failures, everything broke, and there were also some very rude neighbors, but the customer was extremely nice. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. All clean. Today was a bit of a disaster. The pressure washer exhaust just broke clean off and it might not be fixable. The bucket that we use, I didn't record this because I was just so stressful, but the bucket that we use to like move the sludge around broke. So we have to get a new one of those. The turbo that we used to create the whirlwind like thing, that's going on and off, and the spare that we bought that I showed you earlier, that's defective, so we've got to send that back. The high pressure hose, like something that attached it to the lance that gives it the 360-degree swivel, that just broke clean off and hit Kendra in the rib. Luckily, like, she's fine, but that could have been bad. The main thing is that the pressure washer is, once again, pressure washer number 3 that we've had in this series is broken. We have made the decision, given that we're going to be pressure washing for the next at least 12 months while we grow our gaming channel and develop games and stuff, we made the decision to buy a more powerful, more reliable pressure washer. The one that we have is a cheapo £1,000 one. We've had 2 of them, and they are both broken very quickly. Luckily, we've already returned both of them to Amazon, and they just didn't want them back, so that's why we still had it. But basically, we're gonna buy a better one, and I have found out that the liters per minute of this machine that we have, 15 liters per minute, is apparently the minimum that you really want to be doing pressure washing, like commercially. The ideal apparently would be 21 liters per minute, which doesn't sound like much increase. It's only like 6 liters per minute more. It's like, so what? But apparently it can clean a lot faster. We're gonna research pressure washers a bit more, but I think that's the way we're gonna go. Now that getting jobs isn't the constraint, now that we have the paid ads working well, we just need to be able to do the pressure washing faster and more reliably. It's the same guy who brought us it yesterday. I'm gonna have to find out his name at some point and then have awkward encounters with him now that like I've become friendly with him and he doesn't want to. He's obviously very cold to me, but he'll come around.
He'll be your best friend.
I was gonna say we should give him like a name that we call him, but then I'll accidentally call him that later and he'll be like, what? Yeah. So we've got 2 new builder's buckets and then 5 more bags of sand, and all of that came in at £36.71p. We needed the new buckets because the one that we had before, the handle snapped. Just the way it goes. Now we're resounding the driveway from yesterday. Get the money. We need to get more jobs, but in the next video, we're going to be going on a family holiday, so don't want to get them lined up yet. Kind of don't want to be going on a holiday just because to do more business stuff, but then when do you ever have time off? So we're going to have the time off. I'll still show you around Bali though. We're going to Bali and Singapore. So remember when the pressure washer exhaust fell off? Kendra's stepdad might be able to help us fix it. If not, we'll just have to rent one for the next job and then look at buying a new one, but maybe he can work some magic. Would you be able to sort of explain what's happened? Or why it's unrecoverable?
Well, it might not be unrecoverable, but there's a hardened piece of steel stuck in that hole now, so we can't drill it.
So the plan was to drill a hole in that, which you did, and then hit something in and then twist it, but now your bit's snapped off. So that's just unfortunate. So the pressure washer's no surprises there. That's dandy. Our whole plan for the next 12-ish months, that depends on having a working pressure washer. So we're going to have to get a new one again. A fourth one. We have to get a 4th one. It's not going to be used. It's not going to be leaking oil. It's not going to rattle. We're probably going to get a 21 litre per minute one because that one was a 15 litres per minute. They're supposed to be much more efficient at cleaning. So if we're going to upgrade, we may as well do it now. You are not going to believe this, but Kendra's stepdad had another go on it and he's managed to sort of get out the thing that was broken and like stuck in the machine. Where was it? It was this. It was this bolt that was holding in the pressure washer. That had come out and then there was like something sheared off inside. Basically, he's replaced it with a better bolt. And now that means for our job that we have next week, we no longer have to hire a pressure washer for about £100. So that's going to save us £100 and it means we don't have to buy a new pressure washer immediately. However, let's go to our car. Our car we were hoping to use as like a pickup truck where we had like the pressure washer rig here that we're gonna get and then a water tank and then of course we'd have like 2 builder's buckets and then fuel tank and well, surface cleaner. The pressure washer that we're looking at getting is like the width of an entire car and like this deep and it's not cheap. It's about £4,500. You might be thinking, whoa, John, no, how could you? Don't do that. Don't do that. The bank balance is so negative, but it's going to be worth it because it's going to pay for itself 10 times over from the amount of extra jobs that we're going to be able to do in the next 12 months. We're getting the best possible rig that we can afford. We're getting a van to put it in because we can't fit it in anything else. We're going all in on the pressure washing so that we can actually make some good money from it. get ourselves out of this slump, pay for our wedding that we got in a year, pay off all our interest-free debt, pay for our living costs over the next 12 months, and then some. In this video, we completed a pressure washing job and decided to commit more to the business by buying a van and a new, more powerful pressure washer. We had a net gain of £233.80, taking our bank balance to minus £12,358.85p. And here's the breakdown of all the money so far.